Hello there. I spent a lot of time over the last couple of decades trying to figure out who I am. I'd get into heated arguments with people. Emotions will always fly when you're discussing hard-hitting issues. I managed to progressively cool my jets over the last decade. I'm a lot better at picking my audience. I guess that comes with maturity. Maybe not maturity, but probably some metaphor about wine or some shit. You know, the older it gets. The funny thing is, wine doesn't actually have to do anything. It just sits there like a lazy lemon. Anyway, I was engaging people at the same time I was trying to figure out who I am. It has become clear that most people who concern themselves with the comings and goings of other people have a lot of wrinkles in their own lives that need attention. I mean, it's always easier to focus outward. Looking inward is scary. I heard a great quote from the Beastie Boys documentary, and that is, I'd rather be a hypocrite or the same person forever. Acknowledgement of one's flaws is not a weakness. Denial is a weakness. Because spoiler alert, we all have flaws, but we all have so much to shed before change is feasible. One of the greatest feats that an individual can achieve is self-awareness. The art of knowing oneself to the point where you can stand outside yourself and see and adjust if necessary how other people see you. It's something we should consider from time to time. Additionally, the ability to receive constructive criticism. As I said before, those who criticize generally don't have their own house in order. However, other times, you're being treasured with wisdom. It's pretty obvious when someone is being hateful. Unfortunately, we often dismiss loving advice for hate because of our egos. Who are they to judge me? Our egos can mistakenly run to hate because of another dangerous attribute, the ability to hold on to a grudge. I guess that comes from an enforced need for self-preservation. If I put up walls, I'll protect myself. But that brings up another of my favorite sayings. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Yes, there is a high probability that when you hold a grudge, that person may not even know. Or worse, not even care. What a bloody waste of time and effort. You're mad while they're out sipping a Mai Tai. I'm rambling. Let me round this off. I bring this up because I run my mouth off in these videos. And who am I? But you got to know, it comes from a whole lot of love. Banana. Now I'll listen to Zeppelin. What's also worth mentioning is that if I say you got to stay fit to fight, it's because I'm walking that walk. I would never tell anyone to do push-ups unless I was willing to hit the deck and do them with you, or at least try my best to improve upon it, especially with all that ego talk from before. I reckon I came to this because I spent a good chunk of last year feeling vulnerable, more vulnerable than I thought I'd ever feel. Life was out of my control. So everyone who came into my hospital room to help me, I did everything in my withered state to inspire them to help me. Because smiles in hospitals are never misconstrued. After the first few weeks, I was able to focus my emotions onto something more constructive. I'm so grateful to be living. Don't let a near-death experience be the prompt for self-improvement and enhancement. So clean your house before dirtying others. Never take the ones you love for granted. And remember, that other person will never fall. So maybe give them a call. So, how's that for overreaching? Go do what you do. Because I'm going to do what I do. And as always, for Julie.